It's always a moment of honor and privilege to wear a national jersey and represent great nations here as we see these players just continue to enjoy what the FIBA Women's Afrobasket 2025 has offered here inside the Palais des Sports in Trashville.
We've seen so many games within 1 week, but now it's time to see who takes the third and fourth place of this tournament. It's been rocking energy, excitement from the fans, from the players, so this game is going to mean a lot.
It's going to mean a lot to these players. South Sudan considered the tallest population on the African continent. Senegal considered the second tallest population on the continent. The two nations have so many similarities, but first, before we delve into that, let's look at the referees of this game. Crew Chief Dorothy Judy Okach from Botswana, Ariadna Chueka Moreno from Spain, and Imen Tahmi from Algeria. Physically, Ify, I promise you, if you go to these countries, you'll think that they are cousins. But starting five here for South Sudan: Delisha Washington, Sarah Deng, Adut Bulgak, Maria Teresa Gakdeng, and Nyamer Dieu.
And we have to take a look at number 8, McCoy, as she comes off that bench, because she is a contributor to the South Sudan team, giving high energy from the bench.
Absolutely great to see Sarah Deng starting. She's done a great job coming off the bench, especially in that semi-final that we saw yesterday against Mali. And the coach, Alberto Antuna, he's already set an incredible precedent here, going to the semi-finals. And starting five for the Lionesses of Teranga: Sierra Dillard, Dioma Khan, Yasin Job, the captain, Fatipui, and Majigan San.
And we have to take a look at 5. When she comes off that bench, she gives good contribution, a young, strong post player for Senegal, as she makes her way into this tournament, and she played really tough.
Set the screen to Adut defender, okay? Adut is going up. It's not that easy. 3, Maria.
All right. Pass cut, pass cut. All right, mommy, ball screen, post up. Look for the back doors. Here, look for the back door. All right? If it's man, hey, if it's man, go motion. Get open, go through. Come over. Come all the way up. Come up. Motion. All right? Let's keep it simple.
Which difference?
Okay, on made baskets, 30 back to fist trap. Fish trap. Let's see how that works, okay? All right? Be mindful of 4 and the big girl, okay? She sets a ball screen. We got to show really hard. We got to rotate to her. All right? On the tail. We did all the energy.
Senegal Rec and the Junamin, who will be on the opposite end fighting for bronze here as they take on each other. Like I said earlier, the two nations, great nations of the African continent, led by Delisha Washington, South Sudan, averaging 17.4 points. She's shown leadership even away from those stats.
For Dillard, here's 13 points and rebounds, 5 for 8. But for South Sudan, the road to get here, they won twice and they lost 3 times, and 2 of those times being with Mali. And for Senegal, they won 3 times and lost 2 times. And as we are focused here on the sidelines, they are focused, ready to go.
Off we go, South Sudan. Get us underway inside the iconic dome-like Palais des Sports here in Trashville on the west coast of Africa. South Sudan, Gakdeng turns around over Sen. Ball picked up by Sen.
And the keys to the game for Senegal is to have strong 40 minutes. play Senegalese basketball as we've seen them play for 35 minutes, for 38 minutes. But when they complete a 40-minute game, they always come up with a win.
Ball swatted away there by Gakdeng. Yasin Job was trying to get the ball past her.
Keys to the game for South Sudan is Gakdeng, and Bulgat needs to contribute on both ends of the floor and to offensive rebound as Washington dives to the basket and gets the first point of South Sudan.
Once again, Washington leading the South Sudanese from the backcourt. Sen doesn't connect there from the pass that came from Pui. Miscommunication, but the block there from Gakdeng, just beautiful to see. Slow start here for Senegal. Delisha Washington finds Adut Bulgak on the baseline. Sarah Dang. The ball is picked up here, and it will be a jump ball. Goes to the Lionesses of Teranga. Fatukui.
Both teams have played less than 24 hours ago in that semifinal games, and you see them battling for the third and fourth place.
Dillard goes through the middle, a little bit short there.
Dillard had 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists against Nigeria. That was a game yesterday, and she started this game being strong and attacking the basket.
She spoke in the post-match press conference and said that they gave everything, the Senegalese against Nigeria. It's always a pleasure to represent the West African nation of Senegal, and she'll be trying to do the same here today.
This would be her second women's Afro basket, looking to win that third place.
Great finish there from Dillard. That's her 28th made free throw in this tournament. Yamerdu with the 3 points. Fast here for South Sudan.
Senegal changed their defense from man to man and went to zone, and that was a great shot from Dan.
Diomacan finds Dillard. Back to Pui. Finds Khan through the baseline. Checks on Yamerdu, gets the angle right, but the ball doesn't drop. Picked up by Adut Bulgak. South Sudan. Sarah Deng finds Washington. Checks on Yasin Job, goes for the jumper, and it drops here for South Sudan. They're really playing and finding all of that energy that they didn't show yesterday.
We see that Washington can get hot at any moment, and she's starting the game off strong with 4 points.
6-point lead here for South Sudan inside the first 2 minutes. Majigan Sen. No one to pick up the rebound there. Bulgak with yet another rebound. Yamerdu pumps into the air. Contact from Diomacan.
Great dive to the basket. I mean, attacking the basket from Du, as you see here on your screen, just going up strong, and that is also one of the keys to the game, attacking the basket and getting offensive rebounds.
Yamerdu locked in. It's a fast personal foul there for Diomacan. Negotiation there with the rim, but she misses it. She'll try once again. Yamerdu. She's started every game here for South Sudan.
She contributes. She's long and she's lean, and she's just a fighter for South Sudan.
Senegal go once again. They're looking for options here. They need to make something work. And Yasin Job, top of the key. Fatou Pui. Another rebound from Adut Bulgak. She's up to 4 rebounds. Delisha through the middle, finds Gakdeng for her first point here today.
Oh, great attack in the basket and finding her teammate wide open under the basket.
This is the best we've seen South Sudan start again, all competition. Senegal, Sierra Dillard, Fatou Pouye squares up, but chooses to go through the baseline. Another negotiation on the board, and just unlucky there.
Oh, that was a great attack in the basket from Pouye. It just could not fall as we get substitutions for Senegal. But you see here Washington diving to the basket and passing the ball to her teammate.
In comes Lena Timera and Khadija Faye, straight to marking Maria Teresa Gakdeng. Pressure. Nyamerdu. Washington finds Adut Bugak on the baseline. Fadeaway jumper. Ball picked up by Gakdeng. It will stay in South Sudan's hands here.
That was a good defensive sequence from Senegal to not get easy scoring from Gakdeng on that. You see that block shot. It goes off of Senegal, but great defense.
Well, they lose the ball there. South Sudan, frustration from Alberto Antuna. Senegal go again. They're down by 9 inside 5 minutes. Khadija Faye to the basket. Turns around, tries to take on Gakdeng. Lena Timera. The clock is ticking. Timera, air ball.
And that started from South Sudan's high defense. They're not even allowing Senegal to start their offense, but at the half court basically. And that's just great defensive sequence from from South Sudan.
Once beaten, twice shy. South Sudan found themselves at some point in the semifinal against Mali down 48. And they're not trying those shenanigans here again. They're starting strong.
Yes! Yes, keep going, keep going! Keep going!
There you have the beautiful flag of South Sudan showing the star. And the bright starlets are shining bright out of here. Adut Bugak, Gakdeng, Nyamerdu. Bugak again on the baseline, finds Gakdeng, takes on 2 Senegalese players. The ball is stolen and lost.
Again, another great defensive sequence from Senegal in this game, but they have to convert on the offense and put some points on the board.
Senegal are desperate to find more points here on the board. Khadija Faye finds Timera. Ball is tapped away there by Gakdeng.
And we've talked about how well Senegal starts off strong. Sometimes they play 35 minutes strong. If they can combine a 40-minute game strong, they always end up with the win.
Delisha Washington, this time on the left. Khadija Faye. Job. Sarah Deng finds Gakdeng, fills Diomacan. Ball is contact, and it will be a second personal foul here on Diomacan.
You can see here Gakdeng going up strong, and Ken trying to play some defense, but she is called for the foul, and that would be her second.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng, born in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the first time that she's come to the African continent, and really proud to play for South Sudan. Started out as a soccer player. She played tennis, but embraced basketball at the age of 12.
I mean, it's been a joy to see her in this tournament, the way that she has stepped up from the first game and her contributions to South Sudan.
And speaking about contributions, she now carries the new women's Afrobasket record, 24 rebounds in one single game. Did that against Egypt
At the age of 22.
At the age of 22.
Wow.
And did that in the qualifier to the quarterfinals. Went on to beat Uganda. Stand the Zone 5 champions. And now they're here battling for a medal. Delisha Washington. Gakdeng.
She moves so well around the basket, getting into her positions for those offensive rebounds. And we saw her growth in this tournament while watching her play, as there's a timeout on the floor.
Shock right there on the face of Otis Hewley Jr.
Jump stop, pump fake. Throw it in the post. You guys just keep, you're falling into that trap and you just won't listen. Mommy shooting threes, you shooting threes, you shooting threes. You guys serious? You get a wide open shot in the beginning, you don't take it, but you're taking threes. After 1-2 passes? Huh? No, because VD don't know what she's doing. 5 here, 4 here. Go right here, 4 comes up, we throw the ball. All right? 5 go hard right there. We look inside. The 1 goes over here. We look to throw it over here, didn't it? 5 comes us the ball screen, 4 gets there.
There you have Delisha Washington doing everything here for South Sudan. She's really had an incredible tournament, up to 4 points already, 67% from the field, and just continuing to express herself on the floor.
We've seen a couple of naturalized players in this tournament, but she has stood out as the first to be with South Sudan, and the pride that she has as she's been playing with this team has really been nice to see.
Gakdeng breathes in, breathes out, uses her 10 seconds, misses the second one. Ball picked up again by South Sudan. Washington reads the floor. Finds Adut Bulgak through the middle, takes the jumper. As a foul. Senegal are officially in foul trouble with 3 minutes, 43 seconds to play in the first quarter. It is a fairy tale story here to see the way that South Sudan have started.
As the captain makes her first free throw, she has stepped it up with her veteran leadership in this tournament.
Averaging 7.2 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and just continuing to grow and making her country proud here. Adut Bulgak. Ball stolen, but it will go back to Senegal, but good defense. Senegal are doing everything possible here to try and score, but South Sudan are in their faces.
In that last timeout, we heard Coach Otis Hewley Jr. say energy and attack the basket. So let's see if they execute.
Good find there from Matilda Job to get to Nenenjai, and she scores the first field goal here for Senegal. Washington. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, Adut Bulgak squares up. And Senegal lose the ball.
I don't know if they looked so focused when they were warming up, but you know, again, both teams less than 24 hours played hard. So maybe they just need to shake off yesterday and get back into that rhythm, as we all know how Senegal plays.
Senegal, of course, coming up against Nigeria, one of the most anticipated games of the competition, the final before the final. It takes so much for them to come back into this fixture on the same court and make magic.
But the game of the 3rd and 4th place is on the line, and that should be the goal in their minds today.
South Sudan, Adut Bugak uses the ream and makes it happen here, the board. Sierra Dillard, tight defense from South Sudan. Dillard attempts to go up and she's fouled.
The last 2 offensive possessions for Senegal was in the paint, going towards the basket. They did not settle for 3-point shots, so hopefully this is the momentum they need as Dillard goes to the free throw line.
Dillard, she's had an incredible tournament here for Senegal. 13.2 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 4.4 assists, and has really been the leader on the floor for Senegal. 4 points for Senegal, 17 for South Sudan. Washington, down the middle, attacks the defense. Foul and basket here for South Sudan. But the big question is she okay? Shock here from the Senegalese players, but let's see the replay there. There's contact, and it looks like Washington bumped into Yassine Diop, 1 against 2. And she's still on the floor. Lying on her right hand there. Yassine Diop, up to 2 personal fouls here. Having a conversation there with Otis Hewley Jr. She's talking to the coach and saying, I was just standing. But we'll wait and see if Washington is okay. Frustration there on the faces and concern of the South Sudanese players on the bench. She'll get treatment from the medical team of South Sudan, Dr. Julia Kuch helps her to the bench. There's support from the stands here. And she'll get treatment. We'll keep you posted. And in comes Temi. Nyamoch Pidor Temi will take the free throws. The free throw, actually. She makes it count. South Sudan up to 20. Senegal 4. The Lions is of Teranga. Khadija Fai. Nenenjai takes on Teni. Finds Khadija Fai. The clock is ticking. Gak Deng. Fai again, and an opportunity here for extra 2 points.
Way to keep that ball in play as Diop passes it to Fai for the 2-point basket.
On the other side, Teni. Ball is stolen by Fai. Another possession that involves the 2 players, and it's called as a jump ball. But look at the last play there. Gak Deng blocks Khadija Fai. Matilda Diop gets back the ball into possession. Matilda Diop, since she's come on, has been involved on the offense here for Senegal and turned things around. She's been the spark that they needed to sort of get some confidence.
And that's the depth that you see off of the Senegal bench as they can go 7, 8, 9, 10 in rotation.
Sarah Deng, first time playing for South Sudan. Bulgak finds Gak Deng into the air. There's a foul.
Oh, that was a great high-low pass and dive to the basket by Gak Deng as she goes to the free throw line.
It's been quite the summer here for Maria Teresa Gak Deng. She graduated in May with a degree in political science from the University of North Carolina. and managed to go to March Madness, second round, got to the Sweet 16, and she says that really, really meant so much for her. And now she's representing the country that she always dreamt of playing for here in Africa. Sierra Dillard finds Matilda Job. Her first points here in this game, rewarded for all of that energy she's been showing.
You talk about how she's been the spark for Senegal off that bench, and you see her getting the steal on the play after she just scored for Senegal.
Sierra Dillard tries to find her. Ball doesn't get a firm grip. Sarah Deng, Adut Bulgak, South Sudan, looking to continue putting pressure on Senegal. Sarah Deng finds Gak Deng once again to the corner. 3 extra points here for South Sudan thanks to Yar Mayen.
Oh, that was a great inside-out basketball movement from South Sudan to drain that 3-point shot.
Well done there for Senegal. Good reaction to get them to double digits here. But let's look at the find there. Gak Deng finds Mayen in the corner. There was no defense from South Sudan, and she makes no mistake. But the hustle there from Matilda Job. She's really grown in leaps and bounds here, getting more time on the court here.
Again, substitution after substitution for Senegal as they really have depth in their team.
Khadija Faye goes off the bench. In comes Big SR, an alumni of the famous Seed Academy in chess in Senegal. South Sudan takes on Lena Timera, like-for-like player. Mayen once again finds Bulgak on the post, turns around, takes the jumper. She's up to 6 points, the captain of South Sudan.
And she's just doing the little things in this game that South Sudan needs.
Victorine Chow. Chow attacks the basket, finds Nenenjai, fakes, goes through the middle. And Senegal can't get the ball to stay in their hands here. And that will mark the end of the first quarter. 10 for Senegal and 26 for South Sudan. It is an impressive start here for the East African side in their first ever third-place playoff at the FIBA Women's Afrobasket at the first time of asking.
We'll take a look here at the statistics. 40% from the 2 for Senegal, but 60% for South Sudan. And getting to the free throw line, they have 73% for South Sudan. And that's a great way to start this first quarter. And the best plays of the first quarters, as we see here,
Rosa Khan.
Even though McCoy did not get that shot off, this is one of the players to watch as she has contributed to this team for South Sudan. Yesterday, she had 7 points, 8 rebounds. She comes off the bench and gives amazing energy. Number 8 for South Sudan.
Senegal. Beautiful shot there from the best line and great reaction here. And Senegal are closing in. Senegal looking to create some rhythm here. Victorine Chow from the best line. Fatou Pouye. Delisha Washington with another attack there, and this time there's no contact. Extra 2 points here for South Sudan.
We like to see that she is back on the floor playing aggressive in this game.
Good fight there, good hustle from Majigan Sen. South Sudan, but look at how beautiful that layup was from Delisha Washington. Gakdeng finds a corner in transition. Tenny goes for the 3. Picked up there by Gakdeng. Her length really comes to play here. Her hands are out and always inside, fighting for the ball. Sarah Deng tries to get it to Gakdeng, but it's a very ambitious pass.
They're playing very well and very together. A different pace that we saw against yesterday against Mali. They are really locked in and focused to be the first to ever come to a tournament and get third place.
Absolutely. Senegal here, 7 turnovers, 1 more than South Sudan. Inside 3 minutes of the second quarter, Victorine Chow uses the best line, turns around, the ball comes off the rim. And it will be South Sudan ball.
That must be really frustrating when you have those open opportunities as Senegal has had in this game, but they are rattling in and out and just not falling.
7 minutes to play here. Sarah Deng comes down the right side. Deng, back to Bulgak. She's back on the floor, the captain. Tries to find her. Juma Khan with a block. Ball is stolen there from Akon. Dillard, fouled by Rose Akon.
What a take, coast to coast, as Dillard goes up strong, gets the contact, and gets to the free throw line.
First personal foul here for Rosa Khan Machui. And the frustration there on the face of the coach, Otis Hewley Jr. Dillard. Two for 5 now on the free throw line for Dillard in this game. As we see Rosa Khan getting a breather on the bench. Nice finish there. She recovers well. Sierra Dillard.
We see a full court pressure from Senegal trying to disrupt South Sudan's offense.
Sarah Deng finds Delisha Washington. Once again, top of the key this time for Gakdeng. Finds Bulgak onto the inside. Foul and basket here for the captain of the Bright Starlets.
Oh, what a play for Adut Bulgat as she gets the ball. She fakes it and goes up strong.
That's a veteran move, and there's nothing that Ndioma Khan could have done to stop her. Third personal foul here for Ndioma Khan before the halftime break. That must be very frustrating.
But again, no drop off from Matilda Job, who substitutes in for Khan on Senegal.
Bulgak misses the second one there, picks up her own rebound. Bulgak, the ball is taken. Dillard fix the defense there for South Sudan, and an extra 2 points here for her. She's up to 7.
What a beautiful attack to the basket through to Senegal, South Sudan jersey.
Washington, Bulgak once again. Nyamerdu, Gakdeng to the basket, up and under against Sen, and 2 points here for South Sudan. They're cruising.
Oh, what a star we have seen for South Sudan. Gakdeng with 8 points.
Victorine Chow finds Dillard to the baseline. Gets to Majigan Sen. There's a South Sudanese wall, and a walk has been called on Senegal.
Great team defense from South Sudan. They've been in a zone with their hands high, ready to play, as we see Dillard going to the basket, tough, lays it up, and gets the bucket.
The fact that she can execute that inside the South Sudanese wall is something that is impressive. Nyamerdu, Nyamer to Gakdeng. There's a foul on Majigan Sen. There's a walk on the other side as Senegal lost the ball, and now she's fouled on this side. Must be frustrating for her. That's her first personal foul. Victorine Chow goes to the bench. In comes Nenenjai. Nyamerdu on the outside. Finds Delisha Washington. Washington checks Matilda Job. Goes for the 3. Ball comes off Gakdeng. South Sudan, a team in rhythm, in sync, and in control of their destiny here before the halftime break. Dillard, Gakdeng.
Great defensive rebound from Gakdeng as she leads her team with the most rebounds in this quarter.
Up to 5 rebounds here for Maria Teresa Gakdeng. Gakdeng waits for her teammates here. Washington scans the floor. Double team here, and South Sudan lose the ball.
Great defensive sequence from Senegal. Hopefully that is the energy that they need to continue. They have Matilda Job on the floor who brings the energy. Pugh's on the floor, so they just need to play together. As I said, one of the keys to the game is Senegal needs to play 40 minutes strong.
Absolutely. Less than 4 minutes to play here. Senegal. Fatupui attacks the basket. Nyamerdu in line to pick the rebound. Washington gets the ball to Dew. Almost rewarded for effort on the other side. Sen. Good rebound. Dillard finds Fatupui. Shocked that she got the ball under the hoop.
You can't ask for an easier pass from your floor general.
South Sudan still locked in here. Nyamerdu finds Mayen on the baseline. Would have been beautiful if she had caught that ball. She apologizes to her teammate. young fans, old fans, male, female, just glad to be watching the best on the continent here. Frustration there from Dillard on the bench. Senegal.
South Sudan still in that zone pressure that has given Senegal trouble on this offensive end.
Nenenjai attempts from the outside, but there's a hole there on the ball. And you spoke about the zone iffy. Like I said, South Sudan are the tallest population on the African continent. They're using that wingspan every time they're on defense, and it's really helping in stopping this Senegalese side. Timeout.
Hey, it's from here. It's from here, okay? Put it in with Delicia. Please, please. We're gonna do like this. You wanna play your pop, okay? We call shorts. Maria is already here, okay? And Rose protecting here, okay? Also like in the dunker. The other guy, back side. Coming now through the side. Adun, come here. Okay, like, and call shorts or so. Like, when you are coming, they start to ice it. Try to be a little bit more aggressive, but don't go. This pop. For the three, because we have to play or if they overhead here, this pass to the okay? 3 fouls to give. No a single easy fucking basket. We are doing such a good job, okay? Just attack for them to ice it or switch it and then see it popping out, okay?
Let's go. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Well, there you have it. South Sudan in the lead here. Khadija Faye trying to go up, but it's been South Sudan throughout this game. Maria Teresa Gakdeng with that very beautiful under the hoop bucket there. Gets a high five from her teammates as she continues to shine here.
She has 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in this game so far. And she's just been playing amazing. And you could see how they had faced adversity against Mali yesterday, but came out and has been the star of the show in today's game.
South Sudan, once again, Rosa Khan on the baseline. Tries to get the ball to Bulgak. They get to the floor there. Some nice friendly words between Matilda Job and Bulgak.
You definitely said she was one of the energy players for Senegal, and she has shown that in every possession she's in on both offense and defense.
17 for Senegal. South Sudan with 32. Matilda Job finds Nenenjai. Timera trying to beat the zone. Matilda Job on the left, uses the baseline, finds Nenenjai, and the jumper there, rewarded for their ball movement here, Senegal.
That was one of the offensive sequence that we've seen. 5 players on Senegal touch the ball and got a good flow in their offense for a 2-point basket.
Rosa Khan tries to connect to Gakdeng. The ball goes out. We saw that before that sequence for Senegal, they just had 3 team assists, and that is cause for worry, but finally they get it right.
They just need to continue to do that. And we talked about how many teams you get your stops and you get your scores. And all the teams that have built the way and chipped up at the scoreboard was playing that offensive flow as a team.
Timera finds Majigensen inside the paint. The idea was beautiful there, but more frustration from Senegal here. Encouragement from the bench. South Sudan smell another opportunity here to extend their lead. Sarah Deng, who's come on for Rosa Khan, Drives through the paint, takes on Magic and Sen. There's a swat away, not here, not today. Sen tells Sarah Deng.
What a block for Sen as she times it and gets it right.
There's a mismatch there, and Sen used it to her advantage. She's back on the court. She's trying to pick up what's left of this tournament here at Dut Bulgak. Yamerdu from the baseline. Nenenjai with the rebound. Down the left. Finds Lena Timera. Takes on Gakdeng. And there's a foul that has been called on the floor here.
And this was a great pace for Senegal as Timera attacks the baskets and gets the foul.
Bulgak, first personal foul here for the captain of South Sudan. Gakdeng thought she had done most of the work there on defense, but the contact means that Bulgak gets the foul. Second team foul for South Sudan. Matilda Job goes to the bench. Timera makes it count on the free throw line. Up to 20 now for Senegal. Makes the second one as well. Senegal are coming. Ten points now for Senegal in the second quarter with 1 minute 51 seconds to go. It's the same, actually 11 now, one more than they had in the entire first quarter. Delisha Washington, pressure from Victoria Chow. Bulgak. Gakdeng takes on Majigan Sen. There's a foul that has been called on the floor. Sen will register his second personal foul. And the shock on her face just shows you how she thought that she had managed to do a good job. Gakdeng helped back on the floor.
We talked about matchups, and that's a good matchup on this floor. Sen on Senegal versus Gakdeng on South Sudan.
Before this game, Maria Teresa Gakdeng had converted 5 free throws, and already she's matched that in this game. She is the player that South Sudan are going to in the paint, and that is opening up opportunities for her to score on the charity line. Sierra Dillard, Timera, Majigan Sen on the baseline. It's a foul, and
that was great, putting the ball inside to Sen as she spin moves but gets the foul, but it's on the floor.
Piath Gabriel with her first there in this game. Nenenjai, beautiful three-pointer there to open up the scoreline here for Senegal. Look at the way she squares up, shows some gaps, and managed to connect.
She's leading the way with 9 points in this game.
It's a never give up attitude here for Senegal. Lina Timera, good defense there, but Senegal will still have, South Sudan will still have the ball. 9-point game now. Delisha Washington, good finish there. She's able to hang in the air to make that count.
What a great pass as the shot clock was winding down.
Adut Bulgak with the steal. Lena Timera takes it back. Victorian Chow. Dillard up to the basket. And there's a foul.
She definitely knows how to create and get the foul every single time she gets to the basket. She's really good understanding how to use her body and be strong, hang in the air to get the contact.
But look at the alley hoop there, beautifully done by Delisha Washington. She continues to be the spark here for South Sudan.
We are going over here, we need to create a gap. Force them to do this pass, and then make them drive. But it's like the other day with Paige Robinson when they were playing against on the side pick and roll. Collapse and force her to pass. See her want to create a paint touch. Boom, flop, flop, flop. We are doing a good job. 2 free throws. Press break, enough. Just one shot, okay? With 8 seconds we play, it's like Maria Pia, okay? Maria Pia. We play the shorts with Maria. And I do this open, and open here. Maria, in the middle. Come, Eva, Maria. In the last moment, don't rush, okay? And then, boom, if they switch, 1-on-1 and force the 1-on-1, okay?
Well, you had that from the coach of South Sudan here, Alberto Antuno. Delisha Washington, she's been impressive here for South Sudan. 10 points for her today. First player in double digits across the floor.
She's been very consistent for the South Sudan team in this tournament, stepping up, being the floor general, and playing well each game.
Absolutely. Sierra Dillard converts the first one there. Drafted into the WNBA in 2019, second round, 20th overall pick by the Minnesota Lynx. Brings that experience here for Senegal. Playing at her second women's Afrobasket here for Senegal. Makes the second one as well. Up to an incredible, impressive 9 points here for Senegal.
She really led the way in the game against Nigeria yesterday. 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. You can't really ask for more than that, as she continues to lead the way with 9 points for Senegal.
6-point differential on the clock here. South Sudan. Washington looking to create magic for South Sudan. Keeps her eyes on the clock. Gets the ball to Adut Bugak. She squares up. Ball is taken away by Lina Timera. Finds Fatupri. And Senegal miss an opportunity to make it count here. Nenenjai, good reaction here from Senegal as they go to the halftime break.
You see here, just never giving up on the play as she gets the last 2 baskets of that half. Njai.
Halftime, Senegal 28-35. For South Sudan. It's really been an impressive second quarter here for the 11-time African champions. 18 points in the second quarter, 9 for South Sudan. The fans have been taking in all of this action. But let's look at the numbers here, Ife.
As they've grown in the second quarter, Senegal has stepped it up. 41 points from the 2, 17 from the 3-point line, 26 rebounds for South Sudan against Senegal's 12, and the turnovers, 10 for Senegal, 13 for South Sudan, but 11 assists for South Sudan.
2 players in double digits here. Nenenjai with that fine jumper to go to double digits. 11 for her for Senegal, 10 for Delisha Washington on the other side for South Sudan.
Senegal has really been chipping away, and it starts with Dillard as she attacks the basket, and They really have been getting stops and score to cut down that lead. But again, leading the way for South Sudan is Washington as she came back from that injury, leading with 10 points for South Sudan.
Sierra Dillard, the leader of this Senegalese team, continues to fight, going into the paint, picking up all the contact and making it count here for the Lionesses of Teranga.
They've been playing very well, as you see here. Gateng with the reverse layup as she continues to play aggressive, and Matilda Job finding her teammate and Engine shooting the shot as she has 11 points for Senegal.
Well done here to both sets of players, just continuing to come alive here. But South Sudan, Denisha Washington hanging in the air and making it count for the Bright Starlets.
We love a good alley-oop, as that's what we see on the screen as Washington adds to her back point.
Nenenjai with the all-important jumper here to help Senegal go into the dressing room with some confidence here. But that will be the halftime break. We'll come back after all of this dancing.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
She really has contributed to this game for South Sudan in any way possible, whether that's tacking a basket, having an assist, pulling up for the three-point shot, going to the three-point line. She really has shown up for this team throughout the tournament, and
her ability to be fearless, relentless when she comes up against the Senegalese defense is something that is a marvel. But on the other side, for Senegal, it's been Nenenjai, up to 11 points here, 57% from the field, 1 3-pointer in there, and just managing to create a spark here for the Lionesses of Teranga.
We like to see what she's been doing to contribute in this game for Senegal. She has been attacking the basket, spotting up on the three-point line, being aggressive and not giving up.
She's been the answer that they needed here to beat that Zono defense, but the assist from Matilda Job to find her from the baseline, the connection from the right side here has been impeccable to experience.
When she's on the court, this Senegalese team has shown up and has played better, and you can see here getting the last shot of the second quarter before the buzzer hit.
Impressive, the comeback here from the Senegalese, 18 points in the second quarter. Limited South Sudan to 9 points, but guess who's back? South Sudan. Heads up high, warming up here, getting a feel of the rim on the other side of the court, and just staying locked in.
They have really come to play in this game today, playing as a team, shaking the loss off from yesterday, coming back, ready to play for this third and fourth place game.
We see Coach Alberto Antuna having a conversation there with Alberto Carrillo Cerda, the assistant coach from Spain. But Delisha Washington, this is a competition that she will remember when she goes back home. She's had so much fun playing with this group of players from South Sudan, wearing the black and white, feeling the energy that comes with singing the national anthem, seeing the South Sudanese flag inside the Palais de Sport in Trècheville here in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire, and on the other side, Senegal are back, locked in, ready to try and use that same energy they had in the second quarter to inspire the second half of the game.
When we look back to the keys to the game for Senegal, it was start strong and stay strong for 40 minutes and just play Senegalese basketball. And we see how they were able to do that in the second quarter. And we see the stats, Njai with 11 points, Sen with 3 rebounds, and Chow with 2 assists. So if they continue to put the keys to the game, they would lead the way in this third quarter.
17 bench points here for Senegal, 11 of them from Nenenjai. She's been impressive, 57% from the field. She continues to stay positive here. They had a slow start, the Senegalese, but they're back in business. 10 points for Washington, 8 rebounds for Adut Bulgak, 4 assists for Delisha Washington. And those have been the stand-up players here for South Sudan at the halftime break.
As we see Delisha Washington with 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Keys to the game for South Sudan was having that contribution from her from the start as she has excelled, but also having contributions from Gatdeng and Bulgat as they have 9 points. One has 9 points, one has 8 points, and they have really have shown up on the offensive end, an offensive rebound. They have 9, so they're on the track and keeping the way for this game.
Sorry. Cat, pull, do this open, clear, you know? It's gonna pretend you're going to the handoff and play the backdoor, okay? But at the same time, in the backdoor, if they are really deep, try to screen to the Alicia defender, okay? And there is this pass. Shoot it or to attack aggressive. Okay? Good
Matilda, Didi, Sierra, Yaz, and Khadija. Okay? We look. Okay, Khadija, you can either come up, set a step up and roll. She'll be back here. Yeah. Okay, and she's rolling. But we're looking to get this. Then Didi, you go down, come set it again, pop up. Look for Khadija inside. Okay? Yaz, come set the flare. You get it? Didi's drive. There's the flare right there. You understand?
Courtside 1891. You can download the app, scan that QR code, get all the live scores, extended highlights, and everything happening in the FIBA family, including the FIBA Women's Afrobasket 29th edition here on the African continent. And the debutants, South Sudan, has been incredible up to this halftime break. We're back. It's the business end of this game. Third place playoff here between Senegal, 11-time champions, and debutants South Sudan. David against Goliath. Matilda Diop gets the steal here for Senegal. Khadija Faye tries to find options. A walk is called here.
We see that Senegal, Matilda Diop, and Faye gets their first start in this half off the bench for Senegal. Great contributions. They got the steal, but they couldn't connect, turned the ball over, and now again, South Sudan ball.
Another nail-biting fixture here on the continent. The finest teams in Africa. The top four, to be more exact. Adut Bugak, Gakdeng, Washington. Mayen from the best line with another sweet three-pointer this time on the right side.
A great way for South Sudan to start this third quarter.
It is a second three-pointer there, Mayen, in this game. Pressure on the balls. Senegal turn it over.
South Sudan is putting the pressure on every single white jersey on the floor, getting in their area, as you see here. Washington to Mayan for that three-point basket.
Delisha Washington. Pressure from Yassine Diop. She's back on the court, the captain. Matilda Diop looking on. Mayen once again. Ball picked up by Yassine Diop. Looking to react here. Gio McCann with her three personal fouls is back. Dillard posting up against Mayen. Finds Yassine Diop, squares up. Matilda with the sweet three-pointer here. Remarkable. Ice in her veins. Matilda Diop.
We know that she is one of the three-point shooters on Senegal. Has started this third quarter. Has been having that energy all game long as she has 3 points.
Five points.
Excuse me, she has 5 points.
For Matilda Diop. She played for Arizona Western College and the University of Colorado. And playing her second straight FIBA Women's Afrobasket. Khadija Faye, 3 personal fouls for her. That's 2 Senegalese players with 3 fouls in the third quarter. Gakdeng. Ball is stolen. Gio McCann trying to redeem herself. Tries to find Matilda Diop. And it comes off a white jersey. Let's look at the replay here. Ball is stolen. Nice gift there to Sierra Dillard. Gets it to Gio McCann.
Oh, she could have just laid it up, but she tries to be fancy and go behind her back. and that was a result to another turnover for Senegal.
3 points for both of these teams in the third quarter. Foul, offensive foul here on South Sudan. Senegal, Khadija Faye will go to the bench. In comes Magic Sen. The 3 fouls is what has informed that decision there to keep her safe. Khadija Faye, Yasin Diop, Matilda finds Sen, checks Gakdeng, tries to find space through the middle. The captain of Senegal, and there's contact here on South Sudan.
Great attack to the basket by Yasin Diop as she takes her time to get up, but as she slices in between 2 black jerseys, she gets the foul and goes to the line.
Holding her hamstring there, but she will be fine. Frustration there on the face of Coach Otis Hewley Jr. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, 2 personal fouls now. Yasin Diop misses.
Senegal has been chipping away, getting stops and scoring, stops and score, as they are just behind by 7 points.
Yasin Diop trying to get her first point in this game, and she drowns it there. Senegal have now brought the game in within 6 points. South Sudan. Adut Bulgak. Delisha Washington. Washington. Wow, that will definitely make the Instagram highlight reel there. Beautiful finish from Delisha Washington.
She crossed left, goes right, and pulls up for that amazing 3-point shot, giving her 13 points in this game.
You see me now, then you don't. Beautiful play there from Delisha Washington, continuing to be involved on the other side. But look at how she shakes Yasin Diop there, steps to the left, is able to connect with the ball. And the spin shows you the relationship she has with the basketball. She's a show-off. I see it.
I mean, she's come to play this whole tournament. She's been playing well as we take official review.
I see her coach is on the line, so it means that it's not a 3-pointer, it's a 2. So after review, the last shot was not a 3-point shot, it was a 2-point shot.
The words from Dorothy Okach, the crew chief here today, are very clear. 2 points and not the 3 points that we thought. Well, the ball will go back into the hands of South Sudan here. 9-point game, third quarter. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to play. It's the last day of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025. An opportunity to go to the podium is available for both of these teams, but only for the winner. Washington, double team. There's a foul that has been called.
Senegal not happy with that call as they were playing tough defense, but at the last moment, got the foul. Diop has 3 fouls, and she is much needed for Senegal to be on this court. You can see it in the review right here. That last action calls a foul.
South Sudan. Adut Bogak, extra 2 points here for the captain of South Sudan. She's up to 10 points, and the second South Sudanese player in double digits.
A way to play on her end as she's being aggressive in that paint.
Nicely done there from Yassin Diop, the captain of Senegal. It is captain's business now.
She just had that poise on that jump shot.
Mayan unable to get that ball, and Dillard has been called for a foul. First personal foul here for Sierra Dillard. There's contact. And South Sudan will have another opportunity to extend their lead here. 3 team fouls for Senegal, 2 for South Sudan, 5 minutes, 44 seconds to play. Delisha Washington finds Bogak. Attempts the 3. Gakdeng with a rebound.
Great offensive rebound by Gakdeng as she does not give up on that play.
Washington finds Namerji. Gakdeng against Majigan Sen. There's contact. Shooting 2 here for South Sudan.
Bodies flying on the floor, but you can see the consistency and the energy and effort from Gakdeng as she does a powerful move against 2 white jerseys and gets the foul.
Majigan Sen will go to the bench. 2 fouls for her here today. Maria Teresa misses the first one on the free throw line. She was inspired to play the game of basketball by her mother, Matilda Rial, who played in high school in Wal, Sudan at the time, and now being able to represent South Sudan, the youngest nation in the world. 34 for Senegal, 42 for South Sudan. Battle for 3rd place, 9 points, 6 rebounds for Maria Teresa Gakdeng. Senegal.
They're just so long and lean in that 2-3 zone as Matilda drives to the basket.
Khadija Faye tries to add some points for Senegal. Ball stolen. And it will go to South Sudan. Frustration there on the face of Nenenjai. She thinks there was a foul. She's been awarded the foul. And because Senegal are in foul trouble here,
you see her, the captain, just pulling her away, saying, it's okay, it's okay. We have more minutes in this game to play.
Maria Teresa Gakdeng goes back to the free throw line. 3rd straight free throw she's missed here in less than 1 minute. 5 for 11 here today. Next has 6th today here, and 9-point game. South Sudan in the lead. Yassin Diop finds Dillard. Pressure from Mayen. Diop on the baseline. Takes the 3. Doesn't drop there. Washington takes on the defense here. Fouled by Matilda Diop.
Oh, what a great attack to the basket.
Frustration there on the face of Matilda Diop. She can't believe the call. And Washington once again on the floor. 4 personal fouls for Matilda Diop.
She's been bringing the energy for Senegal as she heads to the bench.
As a technical foul on the coach, Oris Hewley Jr. of Senegal. Can't believe what just happened. Bulgak, the captain of South Sudan, connects from the charity line.
And since it was a foul when the tech was received, Washington will head back to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
Washington.
What a game it has been. You've seen ups and downs for Senegal as they're trying to chip away and bring the score closer, and they did at one moment, but they're still down by 10 and still have a lot of time left. But the way that South Sudan is playing together as a team is the reason why they are up by 10.
19 points for Washington in this tournament on the free throw line. Misses the 2 here. Fatupui gets to Nenenjai, takes the jumper, makes it count, and she's done a great job here for Senegal throughout this game.
She was a leader in the first half as she continues to contribute on the offensive end for Senegal.
Washington. Mayen on the baseline. She just doesn't shoot threes. She can drive to the basket here, Mayen. It's a shot clock violation.
Great defensive sequence for Senegal to have some momentum and with 4 minutes left.
Senegal 8 points in this quarter, 1 less than South Sudan. Victorine Chow, beautiful and remarkable jumper here. Her first points in the game.
Oh yes, she spots up the floor general right now, playing the point guard position, defending Washington, and playing well.
16 points in the paint for Senegal, 2 more than South Sudan.
Senegal has really been battling back as they get the ball again from that offensive foul from Gakpeng.
So much happening on the court here. Victorine Chow. Nenenjai looking for options. Finds Victorine Chow. The ball is swatted away by Gakpeng. Not here, not today.
You see here the cut from Chow, but the better block from Gakpeng. Going up strong and saying, not in my house.
That is the 4th and 5th now block for Maria Teresa Gakpeng in this game. Good fight there from Senegal to retain the ball.
They really have been pushing the tempo late in this 3rd quarter with that energy.
Contact from South Sudan. Ten fouls here for South Sudan in this game, and it's been quite the concern here.
Senegal has won the last 2 quarters, chipping away at that score as they are down by 5.
Good reaction here from Senegal to bring it within 5 points. Nyamerdieu. Rosa Khan is back on the court. Washington. The paint looks open. Nenenjai takes on the Senegalese defense. Ball stolen by Nenenjai. Victorine Chow down the lane, 2 against 2. Goes for the jumper once again. Back-to-back here for Victorine Chow. And timeout for South Sudan. The way that she glides to the right here, Victorine Chao, fadeaway jumper. 2 extra points for Senegal, and the celebration on the bench shows you how and what that means for the Lionesses of Teranga. Pressure now on South Sudan.
Let's see if they keep making this pull-up. It's okay. It's about the turnovers. Because there is a turnover and over there is a turnover. That's all. Keep being aggressive to the basket. Watch out press break, and now in offense, they're gonna play a nail down. Okay, but really far away. Rose, you first. Okay? And Maria second one. If you see they are ready to hedge, don't even put it, Rose. If you see you are ready, boom. Here, okay? Hey, 2 good minutes. Vamos.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Let's look at the replay there. Nenenjai connects nicely from the right side here, on the inside as well. She can shoot, she's very versatile, and continues to lead Senegal. 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals off the bench.
The way that Senegal has come to play, and the last second quarter and the third quarter has really shown, as they are only down 3.
Nenenjai once again. Sierra Dillard to the right. Victorine Chao, this time from behind the 3-point line. Bang! That's deep from downtown for Victorine Chao.
Victorine Chao is her first woman Afro basket, and she has come to play today as she has 7 points, spots up on that 3-point line and drills it as that basket ties the game 44-44.
Give up? Who said give up? Victorine Chao is here, and she is bringing that energy for the Lionesses of Teranga. The fans on their feet inside the Palais des Sports here in Abidjan. Game is tied 44 for all. Senegal with the ball possession here. Sierra Dillard. Khadija Faye with the screen. Nenenjai. Ball is almost stolen here by the defense. Ball is swatted away by Gakdeng. Fatupui thought she had the clear lane, but Gakdeng comes from the outside and takes that ball away. Victorine Chao finds Nenenjai, goes for the 3-pointer. Rebound picked by Rosa Khan. South Sudan, ball stolen. Wow, Gakdeng rescues it for South Sudan.
Wow, the defense of Senegal has really stepped up in this game and in this third quarter.
Foul on Dillard. She thought she had gotten one there over Mayenne. Senegal are in foul trouble here, but the block there from Gakdeng on Yassine, and this time on Khadija Faye. She's been impressive here, Gakdeng. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, remember her, 6 blocks here today, and with her 8 in the other games, in this game, she's up to 14 blocks. And impressive double digits here for Gakdeng as she goes to the bench. She's done an amazing job on defense. And if you were looking for a superstar player, there she is.
That's what you call a workhorse that does not let up on both offensive end and on the defensive end, and she's played amazing all tournament long.
Seeing this South Sudanese women's team do a great job here means so much for the people of South Sudan. Well, growing up, you heard names like Alek Wek, the very famous model from South Sudan, but now the women in South Sudan being inspired by one of their own, Maria Teresa Gakdeng.
This is a special team we have seen in this tournament as they lead by 1.
Victorine Chao, once again. Lina Timera. checks the defense. Khadija Fai looks at the hook, uses the best line. Piaf Gabriel, next 2 points over her inside the paint.
One of the first leads in this game from Senegal as they lead by 1 and 5. The way that she had a stable base to lay that up.
South Sudan must react now. 1 minute to play. Denisha Washington makes no mistake, takes the leadership, doesn't shy away from the challenge. Extra 2 points here for South Sudan.
Washington with 14 points.
1 point game. South Sudan in the lead here. Nenenjai up to Fatapui. Victor in Chow looking for options. Drives in. There's a foul on the floor. The fans love what they see. And Denisha Washington taking on Fatapui, finds her range there, 1 against 3. She makes that basket, and the look on her face is just impressive here. 47.4 seconds to go. Victorine Chow can make no mistake here for Senegal.
Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter.
100% on the free throw line. Makes the second one, and she's up to 9 points. Victorine Chow, while coming off the bench here for Senegal.
And when these young players come off the bench, their opportunity, you never know. And the way that they have played for Senegal has been really impressive in this game so far.
Yamer Dieu, after fouling on the other side, makes amends here for South Sudan. Well done from the best line.
Dieu has 7 points for South Sudan.
Senegal, back-to-back action here. Nail-biting, edge of the seat stuff happening here between these two teams. Fatupui finds Simero on top of the key. She drives into the paint, puts the ball up. Khadija Fai, shot clock violation here. 6.7 seconds on the clock in the third quarter now. Khadija Fai holding her head. There's contact inside the paint, and she's just trying to catch her breath here. She seems like she can't. She looks like she can't get up. Dioma Khan looks like she's ready to get back up, and play will resume. South Sudan ball, 6.7 seconds to play. Khadija Fai comes off, and in comes Dioma Khan. She went off earlier with the 3 personal fouls, yet to score in this game. Dioma Khan. Denisha Washington. Ball is almost stolen. Nyamer Dieu tries to find options, and that will mark the end of the third quarter. 48 points here for South Sudan. 48 points for Senegal and 50 for South Sudan. It's been an intense game here.
Turn of events on this game as we look at the statistics. 41% from the 2 for Senegal and 62% with South Sudan getting to the free throw line, 12 from 23.
Well, there it is, the finest players on the African continent. Mayen from the best line, connecting for South Sudan. On the other side, Matilda Job finding her range and just being able to keep Senegal in this one.
It has been a game at the battle to the end as Washington
for South Sudan. They are already achieving history by getting to the last four of the FIBA Women's Afrobasket. Delisha Washington.
10 more minutes to battle to the end for that third and fourth place victory.
Foul on the floor there early on. 2-point game here. And the impact that Sarah Deng brings to this South Sudanese side. But let's look at her attempt to go through 3 Senegalese players that has given her the chance to go to the free throw line. Moved to the USA, to Arizona in 2022 to play in her senior year of basketball at high school. Attended the Eastern Arizona College. She was named the Defensive Player of the Year and All-Conference second team. And under 20-plus Division I opportunities there in terms of scholarships, including Maryland, Pitt, and Marquette. But committed and now attending the Florida Gators.
A young star for the South Sudan team as she's ready to shoot her free throws.
She said that she's very proud to be playing for South Sudan at this competition, representing her family and her friends. And we see a change, early change here. Lina Timera will go off and Fatupui returns. Timera, 1 personal foul, 2 points here today, and 1 rebound. Sarah Deng makes it count for South Sudan. Her first point of this game, 14 minutes, 24 seconds, makes it 2 points for her. She has 2 assists and 1 rebound and 1 steal so far. Victorine Chow. South Sudan with a 4-point lead. Senegal looking to reduce that on this possession. Khadija Faye on the baseline. Good defense there from South Sudan. Delisha Washington running down the court. The ball is stolen by Sierra Dillard. Finds Victorine Chow.
A very high tempo game that we're seeing on both ends of the floor.
Fatupui Nenenjai. They lose the opportunity here, Senegal. But let's look at the backhanded pass there to Rosa Khan that was stolen by Sierra. Fatupui as well, trying to find options. And Senegal will resort to a full court press as Pui heads to the bench. Also a graduate of the famous Seed Academy in chess. Sarah Deng. 2 primary ball handlers on the floor here for South Sudan. Sarah Deng finds Gak Deng. Ball is stolen. Adud Bulgak saves it. Tries to find a South Sudanese jersey. Ball goes to Senegal. 3 against 1. Dillard uses the board, but the ball doesn't drop. It is a foul on Dillard.
As she gets the ball and goes up for that basket, you could see just scrambling to get the ball as Senegal wins that 50-50 chance, and she gets fouled and goes to the line.
Support there from Mayan on the bench, and Dillard once again goes to the free throw line here for Senegal. Next, a fast one. Points now for Sierra Dillard. We saw her score the 26 against Nigeria yesterday in the semi-final.
She also had 7 rebounds in that game and 3 assists, and she continues to bring the fire and the energy for Senegal's team as she leads the way with 11 points. And she just a talent that exactly knows how to use her body to get to that free throw line, and she does it so well.
South Sudan. The Bright Starlets looking for options here. Rose Akon. Ball is stolen here. They lose it. South Sudan. Frustration on the face of Rose Akon.
This is the momentum Senegal needs, as they have gotten multiple stops in this fourth quarter, and they're only down by 2.
Senegal have an opportunity to tie this game or take the lead, but 26 turnovers here for South Sudan, 16 for Senegal.
And that's just the defensive mindset for Senegal to have those turnovers, to create those turnovers.
Well done, beautifully done there by Sierra Dillard. Foul and basket, and she will once again go to the free throw line, but the energy, the precision, when she attacks the paint here, makes the 2 extra points here against Adut Bulgak, hangs in the air, but had her eyes on the board. She uses it well and makes it count.
She knows exactly how to use her body to create that contact, to get the foul and go to the line.
Sierra Dillard, well done there on the free throw line. Another connection from the charity line.
This will be the 6th lead change of this game, as Senegal has not given up. They have been doing stops and scores since the first quarter, and they lead by 1.
Delisha Washington through the left. Beautiful jumper, nice finish there from Washington. Up to 16 points here, 18 now, 80% from the field. Khadija Faye, this time it is her right elbow. She looks like she's in so much pain and will ask to be substituted.
Oh, just a young talent. She has been battling the start of this game, as she
well, there looks to be some confusion there, but she will come off, and in comes Matilda Job. Matilda Job has 4 personal fouls, so they have to be careful here, Senegal.
And she's the spark that has been sparking for this Senegal team in this game, as she has 4 fouls and 5 points to help Senegal.
Victorine Chow finds Dillard, takes on Mayen inside the paint, goes for the jumper, gets the extra points here. Sierra Dillard.
Just amazing how she knows where to score on the floor for her Senegal team.
She's up to 20 points here, Sierra Dillard. Actually, 16 points for Dillard. Delisha. The ball will go to South Sudan.
The way this game is going is everyone scrappy, battling to get that rebound. You see Gatien going up, trying to secure it, and it goes off Senegal.
1 point game here, 54 for South Sudan, Senegal with the 55. And there will be an official review here of that possession.
So this is a coach's challenge. We're here to review out of bounds. Initial decision on court, the ball is for black. If you can take us back to the last action, okay. Okay, go back, back, go back, Let's start it from here. Go frame by frame slowly. Black, 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 black. Contact on the knee with white. So white is the last touch.
Black, black.
Then contact on the knee with black. Is there a camera where we can see that? Yes. Let's use the main camera. Okay, go back. Go back. Okay, let's play it from there. Black, black, black,
White,
white.
black. Change the speed.
Then there's the black as well.
Wait, keep playing there. Keep going forward until the
Okay.
end, until the ball goes out of bounds. Yes, no touch.
Last touch. Black.
Last touch is black.
So we are
go
reversed.
white.
So the call is being reversed.
Yes.
After review, we are reversing the call. The ball is for the white team from the sideline.
Well, there you have it. The call has been reversed, and Senegal will have the ball possession here. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to play. The Lionesses of Teranga with a 1-point lead here.
A great moment for Senegal as they lead by 1.
What can they do with the ball now? The Lionesses of Teranga on the floor. Jai, Chow, Dillard, Job, and Timera. Looking for options. The clock is ticking. Lena Timera with the beautiful finish. Remarkable sharp shooting here from Lena Timera.
Oh, she was ready for that as she faked it, went sidestep, and drained the three-point basket.
Delisha Washington once again through the middle. Nenenjai with the rebound. Ball is stolen here by Mayen. Adud Bulgak finds Delisha. Nice finish there from Maria Teresa Gakdeng. And Yasin Job looks to be in pain here, but Adud Bulgak was about to square up, found Washington, but the connection there for Gakdeng just shows you how incredible that was on the other side. But Timera with the sharp shooting skills here to keep Senegal in this one.
So many things are happening right now as we wait for the call on Matilda Diop as she is being helped, walking to her bench.
Well, it looks like she landed badly on her leg there and in so much pain, but she's helped to the bench. She's had her best game here, playing some 14 minutes, 58 seconds with the 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound.
She brought the energy for Senegal in this game. You see on the screen, Gakdeng has 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 blocks in this game, and a young star, a young talent for South Sudan.
Two-point game here. Senegal in the lead, a small lead. Victor Chow. Yasin Job, the captain, back on the floor here. Victor Chow on the right side. Nenenjai squares up. Tries to go against the South Sudan wall. The clock is ticking here. Yasin Job blocked here by Gakdeng. It's called a foul.
That would be her 7th block of the game as she knows how to time it anytime. She's in a great position to get that block.
Timeout here for Senegal. 6 minutes, 1 second to play.
It has been a tremendous game to see as Senegal has been down most by 16 points in this game, and they're leading by 2. We've seen all game and all tournament long that anything can happen. And Senegal has really brought that energy in this fourth quarter to continue to get those stops and scores and lead the way with 2 points, by 2 points.
It's been back and forth between these two teams. At some point, South Sudan had a 16-point lead, but 28 points from turnovers here for Senegal, 36 from the bench. It's been Victorine Chow with her 9 points and the plus or minus of 19. Had 2 points on the free throw line, were impeccable, and the 1 3-pointer. But on the other side, Delisha Washington connecting to Gakdeng, who made no mistake from inside the paint. She continues to be the go-to player here for South Sudan. A double-double for this incredible player.
And she's
she's
just going to get better and better as she understands and grows through the game.
Shot clock violation here for Senegal. They tried to draw a play for that one, and the ball will go to South Sudan. Under 6 minutes to play. Mayen. Delisha Washington. Khadija Faye is back on the floor. Takes on Gakdeng, drops the 2 points.
Oh, too easy as she is just the longest one on the court. She uses her strength and uses her body as she goes up over Khadija Faye.
Game is tied, 5 minutes and a half to play. Lina Timera with another 3-point attempt. The ball comes off the rim here. Bulgak with another rebound here for South Sudan. Sierra Dillard finds Victorine Chow. Senegal. Timera drives on the inside, gets her own rebound. Victorine Chow squares up for the 3. Under 5 minutes now. She goes for the, wow, well done there from Victorine Chow. It is 2 points, not 3. And Senegal take a 2-point lead.
She played the most minutes in this game as she has 11 points for Senegal.
Abid Bulgak, Yamer Du. Washington, Bulgak. Wow, nicely done. Count that on the score sheet as Adut Bulgak goes to 13 points here and 10 rebounds. Another player in South Sudan with a double-double here today, but the square up on the right side, there's nothing that Yassin Job could have done to stop that shot. And she says, it's inside, count it. 60 for all, 4 minutes, 29 seconds to go now. Bulgak on the free throw line.
This has really been a battle in this game. Score changes have been left and right, and South Sudan leads the way, +1.
Adut Bulgak played, of course, in the WNBA, drafted by the New York Liberty in 2016. Played in Spain, France, Israel, South Korea, Mexico, Angola, Russia, of course the USA. And
I had the opportunity to play with her in Israel, and she's a great teammate and great leader, and her skill has developed since then, and it's amazing to see her represent her country for South Sudan.
Great stuff there. Bulgak with another rebound. Washington finds Yamera on the baseline. Mayen, Victorine presses here. It's a foul that's been called. Mayen, that's what it means to fight for your country. You leave everything on the floor, blood, sweat, and tears. First personal foul for Chow. Gakdeng. South Sudan, under 4 minutes. Foul from Fatupui on Gakdeng. 4 team fouls now for Senegal with 3 minutes, 53 seconds to play. Good hands there from Chow to deny Washington.
Good defense from Senegal as there's 14 seconds on the shot clock.
South Sudan will try to inbound again. We saw Nyamer Dew get that ball to Delisha Washington with the mid-air jumper. Clock is ticking here. Adud Bogak once again puts the ball up. Picked up by Gakdeng. Mayen from the outside. Gakdeng with another rebound. Ball is swatted away here. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. There's a shot clock confusion here. They've tried to sort it out, the referees. Conversation there between Dorothy Okach and the crew chief and Ariadna Moreno. That's the correct decision there. They'll have to go and review. This is a game of fine margins, a one-point game. Every second counts.
See how much time the shot clock needs to be reset back to. So right now it's 3:51, 11 seconds play. And then it touched, well, it touched the ring, so it's back to 12, that's 14. That's 4 seconds. Let's go back again so we can verify. Okay, so right now what we have is the ball touches the ring play, frame by frame. The ball touches the ring. That should be a reset to 14 seconds. The clock is on 3:44 play. 3:44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 36, 8, 37, 36, 35. So we should have 10 seconds off the shot clock. Am I correct? Okay. Did you see the same thing?
Yes.
Because it was on 3:44 when the ball rebounded from the ring. So it's 10 seconds that have gone. So it has to go down to 4 seconds on the shot.
I agree.
Yes. So after review, we are going to reset the shot clock back to 4 seconds. Back to 4 seconds, yes. And the ball will be taken from the side by you.
Well, there
4
you
seconds.
have it.
Please put the shot clock to 4 seconds. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
4 seconds
yes.
on the clock.
Give an alley-oop again to Delisha Washington, as they already done that in the first quarter. I mean, in the first half. So having 4 seconds on the clock, it's enough time for South Sudan to get a quality shot.
It sounds easy, right? Sounds easy, Ify.
If it was done once, they could do it again. So we'll see what they come to.
Senegal, 4 team fouls now. If they foul, they'll go into the red. Explanation to the coach there. Antuna. Game faces on now. Khadija Faye and Maria Teresa Gakdeng. Washington, once again, this time ball goes to Bogak. Shot clock violation now. Senegal executes good defense here. And the Lionesses of Teranga have the opportunity to take the lead here.
28 points from turnovers versus South Sudan's 14.
Victor in Chow, Sierra Dillard. takes on the South Sudanese defense. The ball is gotten back by Khadija Faye. Second chance points here for Senegal.
Oh, way to work and get that offensive rebound and put back by Khadija Faye.
6 points for Khadija Faye. South Sudan. Pressure. The clock is ticking. Gakdeng calling for the ball on the inside. Ball comes off of Nyamer Dieu.
You just see everyone crashing the offensive board or defensive board, but the ball is rewarded to Senegal on this play.
2 minutes, 44 seconds to play now. And let's see here. Dillard, Lina Timera. Dillard uses a screen there. Attempts the three, doesn't drop. She thought that a foul will be called there, but South Sudan have the ball. Senegal are officially in the red now with that foul on Dillard. And she's frustrated because she thought that it will be called on the other side of the court, and now it's been called on her.
And this is where maybe refs did miss the call, maybe they did not, but you have to be focused as Dillard has 3 personal fouls. You see right here, this is where she wanted to get that call, but you got to get back on defense as Washington attacks the basket and gets fouled. You just got to continue to play through those momentums and moments of the game when it's it's neck and neck.
1 point game here. Washington, 19 points now, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. She has an opportunity to make a double-double here for South Sudan. South Sudan take a 1 point lead now. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Victorine Chow, Timera, Dillard. Nenenjai takes the 3-point attempt here, and it's ice in her veins. Another dagger for Senegal.
A very bold 3-point shot from Njine as she has 16 points for Senegal.
2-point game now. South Sudan must score. Bulgak, ball is stolen. Khadija Faye. Dillard. Victorine Chow. Senegal looking for options here. Khadija Faye with the screen on top of the key. Takes on Khadija Faye. Blocked here by Gakdeng.
That would be her 8th block of the game as Washington takes it all the way and gets the bucket for South Sudan.
65 all here. Victorine Chow. Nenenjai. 22 points here for Delisha Washington and South Sudan. Dillard finds Khadija Faye. Ball is taken by Gakdeng.
Intense game it's been as there's 1 minute left in this 4th quarter.
2 more blocks and Maria Teresa Gakdeng will have a triple-double. Delisha Washington. Nyamer Dieu comes off the ring. Dillard finds Victorine. Basket doesn't go on the inside. There's a foul on Dieu here. Tension everywhere. The fans are on their feet. It's just been incredible to experience here. But look at Victorine Chow. Almost gets that bucket. Dieu with her 3 personal fouls now.
She played amazing in this game. The most minutes she's played this whole tournament. The Young Stars' first woman Afro-basket tournament.
Victorine Chow was 100% on the free throw line before this miss. And her 11 points, 4 assists have just been great to see here. Misses the second one as well. Khadija Faye is boxed out by Gakdeng. They don't get the rebound, Senegal. Washington against Chow. Seconds to go here. 30 seconds. Washington to the basket. Foul. Will go to the free throw line. Senegal are in foul trouble.
What a take for Washington as she created that open lane to the basket to get the foul. And she goes to the free throw line.
There's contact there from Khadija Faye. The Senegalese defense tried to step up there. Relentless and a never give up attitude here for Delisha Washington. Comes up short for South Sudan. Washington misses the second. Ball picked up by Nenenjai. Outlet to Victorine Chow. Pressure. 2 seconds differential on the clock. Dillard looking around. Dillard tries to go to the baseline. There's a foul. Mayen, the culprit. What an incredible, entertaining, and thrilling third-place playoff as these teams look for that bronze medal here.
I definitely agree that this game has been with highs and lows on both teams as it's tied 65-65 with 5.4 seconds left.
No challenges left for Senegal, 1 for South Sudan, 2 timeouts for Senegal, 1 for South Sudan. And we've seen the game of basketball, 5.4 seconds can be a lot.
It can be a lot in the game of basketball, and it will be Senegal's ball when they come back. Both teams have time right now to get under control, to understand what defense they're going to run, what plays they're going to run, as they have only 5.4 seconds to score.
Senegal have an opportunity here to make it count. 5.4 seconds. And in this quarter, 8 points for Delisha Washington of her 22. 6 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. But she's come alive in this last one.
She's been very consistent for South Sudan. Even in yesterday's game, she had 21 points. 1 more in today's game, and she has been playing tremendous.
Inbound here for Senegal. Can they score? The Lionesses of Teranga. Can South Sudan make a stop? Dillard looking for options. Goes for the 3. Foul by Dew here. And it is an offensive foul on Dillard. South Sudan have an opportunity to go to the charity line here because Senegal are in foul trouble. 4 personal fouls for Sierra Dillard. Drama, chaos here as Dillard tries to score against 2 South Sudanese players. And a foul has been called on Dillard. Shooting 2 for South Sudan. 1 second to go. Unbelievable. Senegal have no more coaches review, but the officials will go to look at the action.
We want to see the time on the clock when the contact happened. There we go. Play, yes. Just play that camera, it's fine, normal.
No,
So
when
that
I
is
call. When I call. Go,
when the
go
call was
farther.
made, play.
Go
Play.
farther. Go farther.
Play. Play.
There
we go.
Before.
Go back.
Go. This is when I blow the whistle there.
So it's 1.5 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, 1.5 seconds.
Yes.
We've got 2 shots. So after review, the game clock goes to 1.3 seconds. No, 1.5 seconds. 1.5. Shot clock goes to 1.5 seconds. Game clock, 1.5 seconds. Okay?
After the review, the call will not be overturned, but rather the time on the clock there, 1.5 on the clock. And the call is that Dillard had her right leg out when she attempted the 3. One extra point here for South Sudan. An opportunity to make history. Mayen. That could be the most important point of her life here. Yar Garang Mayen misses the second one intentionally, and they thought they'll have an opportunity. There's a timeout on the floor for Senegal. Dillard, who had to recover from an injury in February. She couldn't walk, she couldn't ride a bicycle. Worked so hard to represent Senegal here in the FIBA Women's Afrobasket 2025 and has given everything possible for the Lionesses of Teranga and the West African nation.
What a game it has been to watch, as this game has had everyone on their toes.
16 points here for Sierra Dillard, 4 rebounds, 3 assists and 3 steals for Senegal. 65 for the Lionesses of Teranga, the 11-time African champions, and the debutants, South Sudan, with a 1-point lead and an opportunity to make history.
It has been a nice tournament to see South Sudan and how they have come to play in their first debut in women's African basketball. And 1.5 seconds left. Ball will go to Senegal.
Pressure now. Who will it be? Victorine Chow. 1.5 seconds here. Senegal. Nenenjai takes the 3-pointer. It doesn't drop. Comes off the rim here. Senegal 65. South Sudan 66. 1-point victory here. And the debutants, the Bright Starlets of South Sudan, make history, winning the bronze medal at their first ever FIBA Women's Afrobasket appearance. From first-timers to bronze medalists, they've stunned the most successful team on the African continent, who've won it 11 times. The fairy story continues here for Alberto Antuno's side. The team that entered this competition with a wild card from Zone 5 in Egypt made their way through the qualification to the quarterfinals, made it to the quarterfinals after stunning neighbors Uganda, falling to Mali in the semifinals yesterday, and now they've produced the biggest story on the African continent. Bronze medalists, the Bright Starlets of South Sudan.
You could see the cheers and the smile with even the head coach happy about this win. A special team we have seen in this tournament, a team that has not given up, a team that has played together, a team with young, talented stars has arrived in this women's Afrobasket as they win 3rd place.
Bronze has never felt so golden. What a statement win here for the bright starlets of South Sudan. They continue to write history. This is the highest a team, female or male, from South Sudan has finished on the African continent. They came in as unknowns and leave as unforgettable. They will remain a mainstay on the African continent. They dance to all of the music from the DJ who is on cue here. And what an amazing performance. Mabruk, congratulations, felicitatio. It will be celebration in Juba, in Wow, across the world where their fans stay, in the USA, in Australia, in Europe, and everywhere. The world's youngest nation is here. They mean business, and they mean to stay.
History has been made for this team. As we see Senegal, they played tremendous in this tournament all the way to this game, but it is South Sudan that wins that bronze and makes history. They have the youngest player, 22 years old, with the leading rebound with 24 in this game, and now they won third place. A special team they are, and they are here making a statement that they are here and that they will continue to be running the way that they have.
That's how you make headlines here on the continental stage. They were given an opportunity and made it count. 29 turnovers for South Sudan and 17 for Senegal, but they turned things around here today and made it count. They never gave up. They came here and just managed to deliver the goods, but the numbers here, Delisha Washington leading all scorers, 22 points. Maria Teresa Gakdeng, remember her name. Adut Bulgak, the first ever South Sudanese player to play in the WNBA, representing South Sudan at the FIBA Women's Afrobasket and continuing to represent the great nation of South Sudan.
It has been a game for the beginning of this game as they battle